All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the gaming news update. And we might as well start off by talking about the fact that Minecraft will be getting a native PS5 release potentially in the coming weeks, as there's been already listings for a PS5 version of Minecraft. They haven't said when this is going to release, but it's been listed on the PlayStation Store, so it looks as though the release is right around the corner, and there's talks and the possibility is that this is going to support 4K for the PlayStation 5 owners. So luckily, the PS5 version will offer 4K support should you just decide to play Minecraft with the PS5 in mind. We'll hopefully hear some official words soon. We also found out that Monster Hunter Wilds is going to be fully open world when it comes out in the first quarter of 2025, which is nice to see that we're going to be hopefully hearing more about this game this summer. Fingers crossed. Then we found out there's a premium battle pass on Tianka 8. So yes, Tianka 8's now added a battle pass despite all the microtransactions they've added in the game. Yes, they're adding more, which I know a lot of people are not going to be too happy about that. And then we found out that Silent Hill's been age rated ahead of a supposed 2024 release, which hopefully we're getting closer to a release date reveal, which we'll hopefully find out sooner rather than later, or perhaps we might find out maybe soon because today we found out that Sony could be planning a PlayStation showcase potentially soon because they've got two showcases potentially planned for the next month. It was reported by Jeff Scrubs, who actually mentioned the fact that Sony are planning an event in May. Obviously, sounds like a showcase, but there's even the idea that we might see both a showcase and a state of play. But a lot of people are leaning towards a showcase. So yeah, I'm kind of leaning more towards it's probably more likely to be going to most likely be the 2024 PlayStation Showcase is likely to be what they're aiming for the month of May. But then again, they could surprise us and do both that and a state of play. But I'm starting to think that yeah, we could be this could be the place where we'll hear the release date for the Silent Hill 2 remake, considering the age rating just happened recently. So hopefully we'll find out soon what Sony's plans are for May, as they hopefully will be announcing the details soon. But we do know one showcase that's definitely another showcase that will be happening in May, and that is the Ubisoft Forward, because Ubisoft have finally announced they're going to be live in LA on the 10th of June, just 3 days after Summer Game Fest. They're going to be live, where they promise to give us updates of upcoming releases to show. And obviously, games that are likely to appear on the Ubisoft Forward are going to be Star Wars Outlaws, Assassin's Creed Red, probably some updates for the current Prince of Persia and Skull and Bones. And then there's the possibility of a Splinter Cell remake. And maybe they'll finally get round to talking about Beyond Good and Evil 2, which I would love to hear more about this game, considering they kept very quiet about this game for a while. So hopefully we'll finally hear more. And there might even be talks about there's even been talks recently about a new Ghost Recon that could get announced here. So hopefully, there's a lot of potential going for Ubisoft Forward's next big summer event that happens just 3 days after Summer Game Fest on the 10th of June. So be sure to write that down in your calendars if you want to check out Ubisoft's next big reveals for the summer of 2024. So, yeah, so at least we now know Ubisoft are going to be in LA this June to reveal some more titles. Speaking of another showcase that's going to be happening, Bungie's going to be revealing some stuff for Destiny 2, The Final Shape next week. They promised a gameplay developer gameplay preview where they're going to show us what they've been working on the Final Shape, as well as premiering the launch trailer for Into the Light, the 2 month content update that we're going to be getting beginning next week, obviously on the day of the stream, the 9th of April. So yeah, lots of things going on in that stream next week. So be sure to stay tuned to Bungie's Twitch and also the Destiny YouTube channel if you want to see the new reveals they're about to do for the Final Shape next week. Bloodborne cart is apparently being renamed Nightmare Cart, and it's going to be free on the 31st of May. So if you want to get your hands on this cart, you can get it for free end of May. If you want to get your hands on it on PC on Steam. We've also heard about Prince of Persia Roguelite is in development by Dead Cell Studios, who are currently working on that. There's also a Demon Slayer sequel game also in development for those who are fans of Demon Slayer. And then there's also been talks about Hollow Knight Silksong being age rated for a possible release very soon, which is nice to hear. They've been already age rating that game ahead of its potential release. And then we found out recently that over 60% of playtime has been given to older live services. The three popular ones at this time are Fortnite, GTA 5, and Call of Duty, being Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and Warzone. So these are the three live service titles that are like the top three on PlayStation and Xbox right now. These are the games that are like topping those consoles right now in terms of their in terms of popularity, in terms of the live service market. So it's really does go to show that GTA 5, Call of Duty, and Fortnite are like the popular ones out of the bunch. Even though Fortnite's basically number one also on PC and the Switch, even though the top 10 is slightly different on Nintendo Switch and on PC, it's sort of completely different atmosphere compared to PlayStation and Xbox that seems to have a consistent theme of Call of Duty, GTA, and Fortnite being the top three older live service titles, basically topping those top three slots of in terms of playtime on PlayStation and Xbox. So that's pretty cool to see that those games are still basically considered popular, despite the fact that they're older live service titles, even though we're still anticipating the GTA 6 games reveals, and hopefully we'll be hearing more about that game soon. Saber has also revealed that the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake is still alive and well, so we should be hopefully hearing more about this remake soon, considering they're still actively working on it despite the development hell that they had within the last year for this title. We've also been hearing that Immortals, the Immortals game from EA, has been getting a futuristic SFR support as well as HDR support for PlayStation since it came to PlayStation Plus this week, which is really cool to see. PlayStation Portal's been getting an update to improve the video quality. If you've been receiving that update, that means you'll be able to have much better video quality when you're using the PlayStation Portal remote play features. And then we've also found out that there's over 250 trophies for the Sea of Thieves on PlayStation, because obviously the game comes to PlayStation later this month. So there's so many trophies to go after if you're on PlayStation. And also you're going to need a Microsoft account if you want to play Sea of Thieves on PlayStation. So make sure to make one before the game comes out. And also, by the way, you can also pre-order Grounded now on PlayStation, as that's also due at the end of well, due in the next few weeks if you want to be ready for Grounded, as they offer cross-play support between PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch, and obviously all the actual platforms will be offering cross-play support for Grounded. So with that said, really, I mean, and then of course, yeah, so that's all the PlayStation side of news in terms of what they're doing on the PlayStation side of things. But in terms of Xbox, well, we had a major patch note for Hello World that's finally introducing the raid boss, which is nice to see that they're doing that. We also found out that Hellblade 2 is going to be running at 30 frames per second for the Series X and S, and that the game is looking to be a true next-gen showcase in the first Xbox preview for Hellblade, which is nice to see. We also found out about some new additions that are going to be coming to. Well, there's actually been some more additions been announced for the Game Pass, because Game Pass have actually announced some games that are going to be coming throughout the month. That also includes Shadow of the Tomb Raider on the 11th of April, Khan on the April 9th. We have EA Sports PGA Tour coming from April 4th. The 3rd of April, which is well obviously available now, you can get Lego 2K Drive. To name some of the games that they're starting to make available on Game Pass for the month of April. But unfortunately, Back for Blood is leaving the service on the 15th of April. So this will be your final chance to play the game on Game Pass if you want to play Back for Blood on the service. And then we found out a new controller from Xbox is going to be launching next week, a new color variant is going to be releasing. We also found out there's going to be a special indie showcase to highlight some Xbox releases very soon, because there is going to be a showcase of games coming from ID at Xbox that are going to be that have recently been sort of revealed in a recent showcase recently, which I'll leave a link in the descriptions of some of these games that will be making their way to Game Pass later in the year for those who want to check those out. And then also we found out that the obviously former Ubisoft and BioWare devs have announced Internal Strand that's going to be coming to Xbox next year, which people are wondering whether this is the Immortals Hendek Rising 2, which may very well look like it considering the setup's kind of very similar. And then we have Xbox gracing covers of PlayStation Magazine for the first time. So yes, Xbox are finally present on a PlayStation Magazine for the very first time in their careers, which is nice to see that PlayStation are celebrating Xbox titles now coming to PlayStation 5, which obviously have been releasing in the last few weeks. Yeah, so that's pretty much the majority of news, really, for Xbox. There isn't really that much going on because they're all kind of, we're all kind of waiting, to be fair, for to hear some more news about, well, we're all kind of waiting to hear some more news about and also, by the way, Ubisoft's X Defiance is currently planning a survey test ahead of the full launch. So that's cool. There's going to be a 12-hour survey test that will be coming to all platforms, including Series X and S, very soon. They haven't said when this is going to be, but they are going to be hopefully confirming this. And the latest rumor is it could be taking place next week. So from next week, we might be able to play X Defiant for a 12-hour session next week, potentially. Who knows? I mean, there is the possibility there that it could very well be coming sooner than you think. But with that said, thanks for watching, everyone, and hopefully we'll be hearing some news about when PlayStation will do their showcase, and hopefully some more games will be announced leading up to Summer Game Fest. So I'll catch you guys very, very soon.